Hi everyone. I don't know. Oh yeah, you can really tell. I have this nice sunburn on my nose. I was in the jungle last week in Colombia for this awesome intensive, and I survived a night out camping, hiking, rafting, all of it. And then this is my badge of honor. Anyways, I was thinking about something that I've been seeing a lot lately in just the groups that I'm a part of, and especially with my clients. And man, this is really distracting. Anyway, let me know who's on. Hey Kitty, good to see you. And it's what I decided to call princess in distress syndrome. And this applies if you're a man or a woman. So I guess you can call it prince or princess in distress syndrome. Hi, Dexter. And what it is when you are in a job and you are wanting to build your own online business, it can be easy to think, I've already worked hard in my job. I've already earned the current role I have, the current salary, the current title, all of that. And why do I have to start from scratch in my online business, right? I experienced it myself. I know when I was starting out, I was looking to build my business quickly. I was thinking, hey, I have already, paid my dues, quote unquote. And hi there, Gary and Mike and Ryan. I was thinking all of that. And I thought, all right, you know what? I'll pay for a copywriter to help write my website. I will pay for, whatever else I need just so that I can get it going super quickly. And I see it happen a lot with my clients as well. But the thing that I realized after wasting way too much time and money is that the things that you pay for now, it's kind of like, I can't think of a good analogy, but it's really shooting yourself in the foot. Because there are only a few things that you have to know how to do well to run an online business successfully, right? You have to know how to market your business, your offer. You have to know how to sell. You have to know how to write copy. You have to know your numbers. You have to know basic tech stuff. And these are all things that if you, Ryan, I love that. I'm launching my first product on Amazon 10 days, going through a lot of these thoughts. It's true. I see this happen a lot. But the thing is, when you start outsourcing from the beginning, guess what? You don't learn what you need to learn. And when that happens, the next time you have to write something, the next time you have to market or sell or whatever, you're screwed because you didn't learn it the first time around. And so I know it's hard, but what I want to really remind you of today is that all of these are learnable skills. Learning how to write, you learn how to write in school one way, those essays and all of those things. Learning how, it seems overwhelming, but if you really just put in the time up front, it will all be worth it. Exactly. It's so true, right? Because here's the thing. One of my mentors in the past once told me that building an online business is both the easiest and the hardest type of business to build. The easiest because once you get it going, you've got some of the best, profit margins, lowest overhead, least complicated amount of things to do compared to most other businesses. But the hardest because to get started, you have to really learn all of these things. You have to learn how to brand your business or yourself. You have to learn how to market yourself, to sell, to do copywriting, to maybe run basic advertising, to know your numbers, all of those things, your website. Oh, I love it. Kitty, I learned to create my own website. I enjoyed it because it's not perfect, but I could write from the heart. That's exactly the much more powerful and better attitude to have, Kitty. So I love that. That's awesome. And so where were we? Okay, so we were talking about learning all of these skills because once you do, you improve and you use them for life and you never have to depend on anyone else. Right? A course can really help with that if you choose the right course. I was fortunate enough to choose the right course that teaches almost everything I need. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. And so that's really what I wanted to remind you guys of today, because I don't see enough people talking about this, right? Too many people, too many coaches, gurus, whatever you want to call them out there say, okay, if you want to learn this thing, go ahead and outsource from day one. Like, be efficient, be a business owner, all of that. And I love the idea of outsourcing, or I love outsourcing, not just the idea of it. I love building a business that is a true system. And I'm all about that. I've talked about that so many times before on my other live streams. But when you are starting out, it's not the time to be worried about how do I scale, how do I systematize, how do I run this, epic business that gives me the life and everything that I want. When you're starting out, it's how do I start from that beginner mindset? How do I learn all these skills that we've been talking about with Ryan and Kitty and others, and really build the skills that I need so that I can master my business. I never have to depend on anyone else to do my copywriting, to update my website, to do my sales calls, whatever that is. In the beginning, I know all of these skills. Also, that helps so that when you're hiring in the future, you can decide if someone is actually good at what they do or not. If they're actually going to be able to support you in that area in growing their business, or if they're just kind of BSing you, because unfortunately there are a lot of people who fall into that second category and are selling some sort of service or other online. So what it really comes down to is we talked about the basic skills, we talked about the mindset, and really at the end of the day, what I hope you take away from this is that all of these skills are learnable. You can absolutely learn them. It's not rocket science, and it's just about reminding yourself that, you're a smart, capable human being. You're learning a set of skills that's going to help you build an asset that drives 6, multiple 6, 7, whatever figures, produces recurring income and revenue for you for the rest of your life. So, you have to decide. To me, that trade-off seems pretty worth it. But I wanted to remind you to do that so that you don't kind of fall into that mentality of spending too much money up front, tens of thousands of dollars potentially hiring people, so that you're still stuck in the same place at the end of the day as where you were when you started, or spending all this money and not getting the results that you want. Take it a little bit slower. It doesn't have to be that much slower. Just take that beginner's mentality, learn what you need to learn, just those few basic skills, and then it's going to be like, the growth is going to be like a hockey stick, right? Slowly. And then one day you're going to be like, oh, wow, I know all of this. I'm great at it, and that can happen in just a few months to get good enough to really see things start taking off. And then from there, sky is the limit. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys today. I saw a question in one of the groups where someone was asking, hey, I saw someone who basically lets you be on a webinar and just teach your content so that you don't have to sell, and they come in and sell for you. And it reminded me of this because, it's this exact same principle, right? It can be so tempting to outsource things that you don't want to do. And there is a time and place for that. Absolutely. I'm not saying, to do everything in your business all the time and forever. That's not a business. That's just a very bad job. But what I am saying is, in the beginning, just because you don't want to do something does not mean that you shouldn't do it, especially when it comes to learning how to sell your own stuff, right? That's a whole other conversation we can have some other day about what it really means to sell your own stuff and the mentality behind that. But if you take nothing else away, this, I hope, is what you take away. Don't be that princess in distress, waiting for someone to rescue you, looking for someone to hire you and solve all your problems. That is only going to lead to losing a lot of money, bad results, bad relationships, and lots of bad things that you don't want. Take it bit by bit, learn the skills that you need, and before you know it, you're going to have this amazing business that you love. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys today. Hope you weren't too distracted by my red nose, which I was really distracted by myself. And I will talk to you guys soon. Have a great rest of the day wherever you are. All right, bye everyone.